Every sport has to have its sponsors, its angels, and in drag racing, it's George Hurst, a man who can always be counted on for a few more prizes or trophies, and above all, a lot of time.
George, tell us a little bit about how you got into the manufacturing and also how you've become such a large sponsor of hot rod events.
Well, frankly, I started out in a small garage repairing cars, building show cars, and building race cars. About 1957, I had built a handmade set of bumper guards for a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. By a good chance of luck, Volkswagen of America got a look at this, and they were so interested in them, they gave me a contract to build $25,000 worth of them. And all I had at that time was this two-car garage, so I immediately went out and bought some tools, some machinery, and I produced the bumper guards as per my contract. After this, of course, the taste of manufacturing got in my blood, and it seemed a little better than repairing cars, and a little bit more a permanent way of making a living. So I investigated the performance market, being interested in race cars and so forth, and I saw there was a tremendous market for transmission controls.
But how did you ever get into a need for such a specialized piece of equipment as the shifting control for a transmission?
Well, with the drag racing thing came on pretty strong back in the late 50s, and column shifted transmissions became to show their tremendous weaknesses. The linkage from the steering column down to the transmission is a long, complicated affair, and it's subject to a lot of wear and so forth.
Strain that normally would not take as in drag racing.
That's true.
George, let me ask you something. I noticed today that you're giving away two brand new automobiles to the both to the stock eliminator.
Yes, the factory stock eliminator and the super stock eliminator.
I understand that your company supports or supplies, I should say, a lot of new cars to the drag racing sport. Is it true you're going to give away 5 more of these cars at the Nationals in Indianapolis?
We intend to, Jim.
You're really that big of a sponsor? You enjoy the sport that much, or?
Well, drag racing has been tremendous to us, and we like to do anything we can in return. We feel we've gotten a lot out of drag racing, and we'd like to give back as much as we possibly can.
Well, the drag racing can use the support, and I'm certainly glad to see there are men that are willing to do it. Thank you very much, George.
Thank you, Jim, and we're glad to be a part of it.